Could a mother actually eat her own baby? Could a father watch his own child die right in front of his eyes and do nothing? The answer is yes. Nature is full of parents like that. So let's meet the 10 cruelest parents in the animal kingdom, and the last one will shock you the most. 1. Hamster. When under stress, a female hamster may eat her own babies. This has been observed in about 20 out of every 100 female hamsters. The truth is, hamsters are solitary and extremely timid animals. The first 72 hours after giving birth are the most critical for the mother. If there's loud noise, a crowd around her, or if you touch the baby hamsters during this time, the babies can pick up a human scent. And the moment the mother detects an unfamiliar smell with her powerful nose, she mistakes her own baby for an outside threat and kills it. That's why experts say you shouldn't even go near newborn hamster babies for the first few days, let alone touch them. 2. Harp Seal. Anyone's heart would melt at the sight of a fluffy white harp seal pup born on the ice. But its mother's love lasts only 12 days. During those 12 days, the mother doesn't eat anything herself and feeds her pup rich milk that's about 50% fat, helping it gain up to 2 kilograms a day. Then, on exactly the 12th day, she leaves the ice, returns to the ocean, and never comes back. Left behind is a pup that doesn't even know how to swim yet, let alone hunt. The poor pup cries alone on the ice for weeks, survives on its own body fat, and can lose up to half its weight. Meanwhile, as soon as the mother leaves, she's ready to breed again. It may seem cruel to us, but in nature, it's completely normal. 3. Cuckoo. The cuckoo, whose sweet song we love, is actually one of the most neglectful mothers in the world. A cuckoo never builds its own nest or raises its own chicks. Instead, it secretly lays its egg in another bird's nest, usually a crow's, and disappears forever. This is called brood parasitism, meaning it tricks another bird into raising its young. But the real game starts now. The cuckoo chick hatches before the others, and even before its eyes are open, it pushes the other eggs and chicks out of the nest one by one using its back. It does this because it wants all the foster parents' food for itself. The poor crow watches its own babies die while raising the killer as if it were its own. 4. Pig. This may come as a shock, but sometimes a mother pig kills and eats her own newborn piglets. This behavior is called savaging. But keep in mind, not every sow does this. It's mostly seen in first-time mothers, and only in about 1 or 2 cases out of every 100. The pain of giving birth, the hormonal surge, and extreme stress can become so overwhelming that the mother temporarily loses her mental balance and mistakes her own baby for a threat. Scientists still haven't found one definitive reason for it. That's why pig farmers sometimes even give the mother a sedative during birth to help save the piglets. Number 5. Panda. This chubby, adorable animal also makes a heartbreaking and unusual choice. Female pandas often give birth to twins, but they don't raise both. They choose the stronger cub and leave the other one to die alone. The reason behind this is the mother panda's limitation. Her milk supply and physical strength are both so limited that she simply can't keep 2 cubs alive at the same time. As a result, the abandoned cub in the wild often dies from cold and starvation. But today, zoos use a technique called twin swapping. They take turns bringing each cub to the mother so she never realizes there are 2 and both survive. While one cub is away from its mother, it's cared for in an incubator by the zoo. 6. Hippo. This slow-moving, plant-eating animal can become a nightmare for newborns in its own herd. The killer is usually a male hippo. The reason is a cold, calculated strategy. A male hippo knows that as long as the mother is nursing her calf, she can't become pregnant again. So he kills the calf, allowing the female to become ready to breed again so he can father his own offspring. In other words, the calf isn't killed out of anger, but because of a ruthless strategy to pass on his own genes. 7. Dolphins are always smiling and are considered one of humans' best friends, but they have a very dark secret. Male dolphins also kill newborn calves in their pod. 2 or 3 males work together, drag the calf into deep water, and repeatedly force it underwater until it drowns. The reason is the same. A female dolphin spends 2 to 3 years raising her calf, and during that time, she doesn't become pregnant again. So the male eliminates the calf, hoping she'll soon bear his own offspring. It's hard to believe that this innocent-looking face of the ocean can be so ruthless underneath. 8. Lion. Even the king of the jungle is incredibly ruthless in this regard. When a new dominant lion or coalition takes over another lion's territory, the first thing they do is kill all of the previous male's cubs, especially those under 1 year old. Shockingly, about 68% of lion cub deaths in the wild happen for this very reason. The new lion doesn't want his rival's bloodline to continue, and once the cubs are dead, the lionesses become ready to breed again. That's why lionesses band together and fight new males with everything they've got to protect their cubs, and sometimes they even kill the invading male. 9. Black eagle. These parents may be the strangest of all because they don't kill with their own hands. They simply watch one of their chicks die right before their eyes and do nothing. A female black eagle always lays 2 eggs, but they hatch on different days. As soon as the older, stronger chick hatches, it almost always pecks the younger, weaker chick to death. This is called obligate canism. The scariest part is that this happens even when there's plenty of food in the nest, and the parents sit there silently watching without interfering. In fact, they keep feeding the killer chick. The second egg is really just a backup in case the first one doesn't survive. That's the only reason it's there. And now, number 10, the animal I promised at the beginning, the sand tiger shark. The baby of this shark is the only known creature in the world that becomes a killer before it's even born, while still inside its mother's womb. This shark has 2 uteruses, and in the beginning there are about 12 to 14 embryos developing between them. But as soon as the first embryo reaches about 10 centimeters long and develops teeth and eyes, it starts hunting and eating its own brothers and sisters inside the womb. This is called intrauterine cannibalism inside the womb. After eating all of its siblings, it even consumes the remaining unfertilized eggs in its mother's uterus. In the end, out of 12 to 14 embryos, only 2 survive, 1 from each uterus. By the time they're born, they're already so large and powerful that almost no predator can easily attack them. Scientists first discovered this in 1948, when a researcher reached into the stomach of a dead shark, and one of the unborn pups bit his hand.